James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so let me give some preliminary thoughts on Benavidez versus David Morrell Jr. First and foremost, I wanna give credit to both fighters, both David Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. for stepping up to the plate and making a great fight happen to start off 2025 for the light heavyweight division. You know, shout out to PBC, Al Heyman, everyone involved, starting off big. You know, and I'm excited about it. You know, how could you not love this matchup as a boxing fan? You know, on one side you got David Benavidez, a fighter who's one of the best volume combination punchers in our sport. You know, and at light heavyweight. Now he's a little bit more hydrated, so now he can do a little more. He can show you a little more of his skill set, not just his ability to press you, but you know his skill set, because he does have skills, and there are more layers to Benavidez than people want to give him credit for. And then on the other side, you got David Morrell Jr. You know, one of the leaders of the new school of Cuban boxing, bringing the fundamentals of Cuban boxing, but with a lot more aggression. You know, he goes in there, and he's not going in there to show you just good boxing or be technically sound. He goes in there to knock your head off. And when you get these two guys in the ring together on one night, and when you get these guys, you know, in a position where, you know, there's been a lot of talk over the years. There's a lot of bad blood between Benavidez and Morrell. And you guys kind of saw that. You guys did see that when they met face to face for the first time. Excellent fight. Now, the only thing I will say, just to, you know, give a little pushback, only thing I will say is that, you know, they're calling this an undisputed interim title fight, which is like, because I think Benavidez has all the interim belts, and I think Morrell has all the interim belts. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't like that. You know, I don't like calling interim title fights unification. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I don't like calling interim fights unifications or undisputed. It's just two dudes with interim titles fighting each other. Don't call it unification. Don't call it undisputed. We don't need to muddy up the waters more. You know, the casual boxing fan doesn't need to see interim titles and then think that there's another light heavyweight champion in the world right now besides Artur Beterbiev. You know, interim titles cause a dispute. When Artur Beterbiev won the fight, he became the undisputed champion. So stop, you know, advertising interim titles, because whether directly or indirectly, you are disputing the undisputed champion of the light heavyweight division, which is right now, at this moment in time, Artur Beterbiev. So there's that. And then, as far as the fight itself, I think both guys have a lot to prove. You know, this is Morrell's second fight, David Morrell's second fight at 175. His first fight at 175, he fought Hot Rod Kalazic, who gave him a really tough outing. And it was a fight where Morrell won, but he was pushed, and a lot of people didn't like the performance. I think Morrell and Benavidez are kind of both in a similar scenario as far as coming off their first performances at light heavyweight, because these guys were two of the premier fighters at 168. They both came up to 175. They both have had their first fight at light heavyweight, and they both did not perform in most people's eyes up to expectation based on their first fight at light heavyweight. So what that means is there's definitely room for growth from both guys. Now, I went back and I watched Benavidez versus Vozick, and I put a video out about it after I did. I thought Benavidez's performance against Vozick was actually underappreciated. I think it was very underrated. I think there were some things that he did there that people need to go back and watch and appreciate. You know, he was showing a lot of slickness. He was showing, you know, really intelligent boxing. He was showing that, okay, maybe he couldn't get Vozick out of there because Vozick's a very experienced veteran with deep amateur pedigree and, you know, Olympic medalist, former lineal light heavyweight champion, all that stuff. But even in doing that, he shut him out. It wasn't like he damn near shut the guy out. It was an easy fight to score. It was the outcome wasn't in question, and he showed a lot of slickness and some different things than his skill set. Morrell, in my opinion, I thought he struggled a lot more, Hot Rod. Some people, I mean, there weren't like a lot of cries for robbery, but you know, there was people that would say that fight was very close, and you know, they didn't like what they saw from Morrell. So I think it's actually in this case Morrell that has more to prove than Benavidez. I thought Benavidez had a better performance in his light heavyweight debut. Benavidez also has been at the world level longer than Morrell, so he's got more name value. You know, youngest super middleweight champion ever. You know, his name was linked to Canelo for a long time. I think Morrell, this has to be, for both of them actually, the signature fight of their career. But for Morrell, this could really be his moment, you know, because like I said, hardcore boxing fans know who Morrell is, but I think Benavidez is more popular just because he's had his name attached to Canelo for so long. He's been on the world level longer, so, you know, I think Morrell has more to gain. I think Morrell has a lot more to gain in this fight. It's actually Benavidez, in my opinion, that has more to lose, because Benavidez, his career has been to this point damn near perfect, with the exception of him losing his title on the scale because he did coke. Other than that one incident, other than the whole cocaine and, like, you know, losing his title on the scale, Benavidez's career has been very, very good from a popularity standpoint, from a building a fan base standpoint. If he loses to Morrell, let's say if he goes in there and gets knocked the hell out by Morrell, all of a sudden Morrell gets looked at as the new young gun at light heavyweight, the new shining toy from PBC. He's now going to be thrusted into potentially fighting Artur Beterbiev for undisputed. So Benavidez has a lot to lose, and you know what? This is a fight, as good as it is for the hardcore box fans like us, this is a fight that I think Benavidez could have not taken and probably gone another route. But this is where I give Benavidez credit. Look at what he's been doing the last 4 or 5 fights. Now remember, mind you, I'm not no Benavidez fanboy. I was someone that criticized him for a lot of years for wasting time chasing Canelo, not making this move to light heavyweight sooner. But look what he's done. The proof's in the pudding. Caleb Plant, you know, Demetrius Andrade, Alexander Gvozdyk, now Dave Morrell Jr. I don't care if we're talking about light heavyweight. I don't care if we're talking about heavyweight, featherweight. There are not many fighters in boxing right now in any weight class that are putting together the 4-fight run that Benavidez is on right now. I mean, that's a hell of a run right there. You know, you're talking about Caleb Plant, one of the best 168-pounders in the world. You're talking about Demetrius Andrade, you know, one of the most avoided guys, two division champion, beat the brakes off him. First fight is against former lineal light heavyweight champion, albeit a little older, but still a good opponent, you know. Only guy that beat him was Beterbiev, right? So before Benavidez did, right? And now he's fighting one of the most dangerous young killers in boxing. So at this point, even if you were a Benavidez detractor or critic like I was at one point in time, how could you have anything bad to say about him? How could you have anything negative to say about him? He's done his job. He's given the fight fans great fights they want to see, and I got all the respect in the world for Benavidez. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight, because I think for the first time, Benavidez is going to meet someone. He's going to meet someone that not only can talk the talk, but has the firepower to keep him off. You know, Caleb Plant could talk the talk. He'd have the firepower to keep Benavidez off. You know, a lot of these guys, they talk the talk Benavidez, but they don't got the firepower. They don't got that thump to keep Benavidez off. Morrell definitely has that thump. He's young. He's strong. I don't think he's like a front runner like some of the other guys Benavidez has fought. So that's the intrigue of the fight for me. Right now, I would probably lean towards Benavidez in the fight, just because I think his body is going to fill out more to 175 better than Morrell. I think even though it doesn't look like it, even though he has like not aesthetically pleasing a body, you know, this is not a bodybuilding contest. These guys are not models. These guys are warriors. They're fighters. They're gladiators. So, you know, a lot of these guys like Benavidez, who I call fit fat people, they're the worst ones to fight, because they don't got that muscle mass. They don't got that muscle density that's going to drain their energy quicker. No, these guys don't get tired. So I think Morrell, if this fight goes late, is going to have some serious questions asked of him, and he better make sure his conditioning and his stamina is on point, because if not, I can see Benavidez drowning in the later rounds. But either way, whether you're Team Morrell or Team Benavidez, or you're just an unbiased boxing fan, you just want to see a great fight, this is one excellent matchup, and I think every boxing fan should be supporting it. I think every boxing fan should be excited about it, and I think every boxing fan should definitely be talking about it. So yeah, shout out to both of them, and yeah, give me guys your thoughts. What are your preliminary thoughts on Benavidez versus Morrell? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, But I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.